was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided,
This is really long.
a new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job, said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. A brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for them. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. They took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end.
What was the point in that?
Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived, just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen, the same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere, while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off.
Makes a lot more sense now.
I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more.
I kind of want to try the other ones, but at the same time, I don't know. I like the graphics
Eliza
now.
Cassan,
I don't like
Picus
the
Communications
box
first lady
pen
of
that it
news.
does earlier
Malik
ages.
thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this.
Like the retro games. I'm not much of a fan on the retro games.
Mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I crossed paths with twice before, Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David
That's who
Sarif
Hella
if I
is.
wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities. The UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching.
Illuminati.
Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates seconds after entering anxious airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into lower Hampshire. The tracking signal led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a bell tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Chiron Project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead.
That's her.
My search for Megan had ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, a walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. But their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who Sarah had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time will give us the answers. I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We've got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding. That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down.
15 minutes
A
long.
half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
But isn't this like the beginning
Most
of
of
it?
the labourers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
We'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Maybe I'll be able to
Team Leader,
find
this
that.
is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy.
soon.
Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Oops. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running.
I haven't even moved or anything. Okay.
Have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy McCready. They have colors and shapes.
I think
Just
so, now
remember,
that I have a
red means
better
bad.
understanding. Oh, snap, it saved all of my stuff.
Fuck you.
Look, it saved it all. Huh. Oh no. I don't know. It's kind of weird that it saved it. Wait, before didn't I have to do something with this thing? No, I think I just went straight through. Make that one that. That needs to be right there. I forgot I had that typhoon before that dude messed with my arm. Or my augments, basically. Wait, that was the bottom. Oh no, this one's the stealth ones. Okay. Nope. didn't think it'd save all my stuff. It literally has, I mean, it has all of my weapons and my inventory and all my augments that I was able to upgrade to. See? That way it's not all highlighted. Oh wait, what was that? New game, and then it had a plus sign, and it had just been maybe doing that had saved all my stuff before. Maybe. It is kind of cool that way I can actually upgrade all my augments. I didn't get to before, and it showed that I went through all of the side missions. I should be able to, but at the same time, it's going to be kind of hard because I mean, I chose him as the person that I am. I would so recommend this game to anybody because it's awesome. Like, it's got an awesome storyline. There's no words. You gotta play it yourself. Okay, let's do it right there. Oh, no, duh. Well, no, because, like, this mostly, I mean, he's an agent, of course, and a lot of his missions are stealthy, so there will always be a way to do it stealthily. I wonder what this is for. Oh, you know what? Ooh, flyers. Let's see if it's a flare. Oh, nothing's going on here. Hello? Oh, that's what it's for. Oops. Yeah, I'll catch stuff I didn't catch before too. Look at this, you can throw stuff. rotated. Up. No. The hacking is kind of weird in this one too, but it's kind of cool at the same time.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Damn squatters. I think that was the last one.
احنا ما بدنا احد تاني يحط هذه العملية بخطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
علمني إذا أي شيء تغير.
You think I would kill him? See, I knew there was two of them somewhere.
في شيء غلط بالمكان هذا. خلينا ننهي هذه السرقة ونطلع منها. انت قاتلت منيح. انا راح اعطيك هذا.
I'm gonna do this undetected. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I think that was the best one.
احنا ما بدنا احد ثاني يحط هذه العملية بخطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to
What
make
can
sure.
they do with your street?
علمني
I'm
إذا
sorry
أي
to say
شيء
it. That way I can't really understand what he's actually saying.
I must be seeing things.
Oh, crap. Oh, I ran out of ammo.
هذه الخطة لازم تتباع.
Oh, it's gonna put me into it. Why do I gotta make it so complicated?
العاصفة راح تكون هان عن قريب. هذا المنطقة آمن. رياح بدأت تعصف. العاصفة تكون هان عن قريب. إنها صارت أدفأ. في أخبار جديدة؟ هذه المنطقة آمنة. هذه الصفقة للأبد. إن هذيك الأسلحة طالما قدرنا قبل العاصفة الرملية. اتنفس بصعوبة. قادر استنى لأطلع من هان. راح يكون من الأفضل إلنا نجيب أسلحة جديدة. راح يكون من الأفضل إلنا نجيب أسلحة جديدة. أنا ما بحبش هذا المكان لأنه بخوف على الآخر.
Come on. Come on. Good job. I can do it. Oh. Let's see what's this. I can jump up there.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Combat rifle, I have one of those. I don't need alcohol. I have my tranquilizer over at guess if I have room for it, I could always put it with the other one. I kinda like the combat rifle more than the or not the combat rifle, the battle rifle. That's because it does like singular shots instead of, but actually at the same time you can sit there and go like that like a machine gun. That's right. Oh. This one I don't care. Where's the other hologram? Oh. I'm lost. Oh wait.
ايه يعني؟ انا متأكد انه مفيش حاجة عارفة.
What you doing? You getting bored?
ها؟ في ايه؟
Yeah, that's very cool. Remember? Oh, we're doing another thing.
Which one of my games gives like gives the most like little information things? It would definitely be Dead Legends. It gives so much information.
Does it?
Yeah. Like these little ones right here.
Mm. Yo-Yo says hi. No, she's watching me play. What? Come back here and party.
حاجة عندك؟ لا ما يهمني كل اللي عاوزوه اننا نخرج من هنا.
Okay, throw this cone at him.
ليه ما خدناش الإشارة؟ كان صوت ايه ده؟
I think I had already, because it shows right. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. I didn't extend it all the way. I thought I did. What other ones haven't I finished? That's where that is. I couldn't figure out because it does. It has the option to take over the turrets, make it to where it's on your side, not on theirs, and you can take over the robots. It's only one praxi each. That's awesome. Yes. It probably is. He is in a bathing suit. Fortify. I never see the point in fortifying it. This capture, I didn't do that one. I did all of that one. He plants the info link directly into it. Oh yeah, that's where he is. You think so? Is it scary?
No.
Or is it harder?
No, I feel like it goes like faster or something.
Very look at this. Oh no, that's the flash suppressor though. I was like, that one can be last because I can just move away from those.
I'm on the Halloween one.
That one's probably gonna be last too. I don't need to look into my life to be surprised. Ooh, this one updates all of it to 100, I think. Oh no. See, that's what I don't get either. Look, updated it, but it never goes all the way to full. This one should just do it faster. Greatly increases the perseverance.
Why is the minion driving the car?
Because it's a minion world.
I love minions. Minions are like
Inventory. A certain part in the game. Mark my name, stability. Oh yeah, it's gonna make it to where cause you know how the middle, it expands the further you press down the trigger button. It's not going to. No recoil, that'd be awesome. And high reload speed. Oh, that's that shock one that I got. Upgraded this one all the way. See, 2 targets. Mine never hit 2 targets, it only did 1. Distance, ooh, I need that. Look, 4. And then the nano blade. I actually can't wait to do nano blade. It's gonna be awesome.
No.
What? Did you not get past it?
Yeah. It's
I
almost
use
an hour
reach
again.
target, so that's kind of cool. Is it?
I really don't like the 100,000. But more like blue cows.
Huh.
Well, that's more blue. That is blue cow. That's not the other.
I have to get that one still, I think, because I don't think I bought it. It just has it now because it's the beginning. Yes. I need to get those two. That'll make it to where I can make it too.
I have a paper
At least there's not many.
No, this is like my favorite.
Dang, that's so those EMPs, because they're freaking annoying anyways. They won't affect my stuff anymore. Okay. All of them. Wonder if there may be nope. I don't really like the shape. I like the combat.
That was fast. Installed the signal booster already?
عشان نخزن المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
يلا نبتدي
Did you
نتحرك.
brush your teeth? Did it make your milk taste nasty?
McCready, how you making out?
Slower than expected. It's like someone's tilled a fucking cemetery down here.
Say again?
When the shit hit the fan in 27, the rush must have been for the stairs. There's corpses everywhere. A lot of your cousins are here too, Jensen. You want me to grab you any spare parts?
No parts. But I take mine with cream and 2 sugars while you're asking.
Don't you get extra points if you run over cars? Don't you get extra points if you run over cars? Ah.
That was fast. Installed the signal booster already?
عشان نخزن المخازن اللي موجودة على السطح عشان تكون بعيدة من الرمل.
Good. There is too much riding on this deal. Last thing we need is the comms breaking down.
يلا نبتدي نتحرك.
Wonder what grenade I'm supposed to throw.
كان المفروض يكون هادي. احنا هننتقم منه.
I didn't get the other one.
مفيش.
I don't have anything to learn. That's kind of cool. I do need a translator.
Nothing to report. Over.
المنطقة كلها فاضية كمل حول.
There's folks in back over here. Oh, it does show what weapons they have. I think they're all carrying the machine pistol. Yep, I do. Coming down.
No sign.
Come on. Move it further.
Did you see something?
Oh, I do.
Don't worry.
I see nothing over here.
Put him down!
Oh, crap. Crap. Crap.
Come on, I'm fighting! I will take you myself. Empty!
Damn it. No. Oh, that's the only... There we go. Taylor. Yo-Yo said kisses. Good night. Good night. I could kind of use the silence weapon, but at the same time. Holy. Oh, I did. Oh, wait, isn't he the one that's getting rid of the stitches?
Yes. Good night, yo.
It takes a sec. Yeah, because they talk in Russian, and these ones, it sounds like
Jensen, what's your 20?
Arabic.
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Roger that.
Really playing it. Because it's one of those ones that gives you a different story with the different things that you decide to. So I'm just like, why not? I think this will give me a hard time about it too. Oh, there you go. She said good night.
أكيد في حاجة.
I'm thinking of my alternative. He's gotta be. Come on over, come on over, baby.
Hey, get up.
Back it up, back it up. Look at where he jumps. Oh, and if you go there, you can see.
شكلنا لازم نروح نقبض عليه. We need information.
Isn't that kind of a far away?
Do you see anything? شايف أي حاجة هنا؟
Alright.
He will be avenged.
He will be avenged. Oh, he's dead. He's just sleeping. Jump up there.
استنى بس.
I don't like the machine. I thought. Oh. This is. Oh, there's two. 4.
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Singh any second.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبيع لنا الحاجات جاي كمان شويه.
That's right. I gotta find not to deal with the freaking
روح قول لبقيه الناس
this thing. Jam the signal boost. The gym has a SATCOM signal booster set up somewhere in house.
ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy.
Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Oh my gosh, they would flip. Oh. Because of the I can't even feel it. I've gotten an upgrade. How's the target? Now that it makes sense, it's a little easier. The boundary Atlas. So the room that was from inside laboratory. Sorry guys. The deal relief after while seeing how this way was some that's dirty. That's really dirty. Oh, gosh. Rick.
Miller,
Look at that.
I disabled the Jin's comms booster. Should make it hard.
Underground drugs and weapons staples. Trades inherited prior to the end of the millennium and their roots in Afghanistan and later Iran. Sounds kind of close. Sonar and Wasim Alam, the Jinn rapidly grew from freedom fighters to opium producers to weapon traders. Today, with augmented dissension on the rise, the Jinn have been taking advantage of many illegal refugees being smuggled past official portals into the Middle East. Santiu's augmented haven in Oman. Rabia. I think I'm saying that right. Rabia, that's right. Is just more fuel on fire that's already turning to
Better for them to listen in on the deal.
Good work. With luck, Singh's cover will still be intact when this is over.
Roger that. Moving on to primary target now.
I'm not sure if it's kind of out there, but I have all my upgrades still. Feels like I'm cheating.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helo is inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Affirmative. Booster's fried.
So maybe the Tin Man does have a heart after all. Way to look out for your team. McCready out.
It's creepy. Jesus, look, they ripped off his arms. Jesus Christ, Millie. Not as bad as that one kid. AC pocketbook for the
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
I know if Sam and the other one is dead.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you, shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Target's in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass?
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the?
The part has been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Open fire!
Weapons free! Open up on
Agreed. Make it a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
I gotta pee, I'm sorry. thing won't take long tomorrow. He's just getting the rest of those stitches out of his head.
This is bad! Oh. They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
I don't have a...
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him! Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Man down!
Who's hit? Jensen, strike team, sound off.
It's Singh! Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
My battle rifle.
This is...
Scoped some people out before.
Bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't...
I wonder if there is a way I actually do save him.
Reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that. Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen! You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs. From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you.
No, stop!
Planned.
Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
Kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people.
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens. It's a new world, Evan. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure Seraph Industries closely to the worst.
Didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth from disinformation.
Multiple detonations. Looks like horrible.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
The new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have Task Force 29.
Agent Jensen.
No, that was before that.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. The sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The AUG incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius.
Elizabeth,
even with Dow's money.
She's the secretary.
You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Hughes. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. Even his Juggernaut Collective.
Jaina's won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Gage, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Not bad.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You're coming straight...
Problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hot off.
No, I'm afraid they are not. Well, the papers are no good. You just let my wife think. You, come here. Me? Yes, you. Now?
I'm so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn Clank. Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Man? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman, moving a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Autové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Don't make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? The hell with that.
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. It doesn't mean turning a blind eye to
Then help me find them.
Get back in line.
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
What are you doing?
harder than it has to.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSM?
The neural subnet, sure. And TF-29 directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSM's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSM's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help.
Kind of reminds me of the one with Will Smith. I am Robot when he wakes up and he like pulls the gun out of the pillow.
Shit. Alex, it's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
No reflection. Hey, I do have a stash. For help, isn't it? This device contains collected links which may or may not support your theory that extremely wealthy individuals have manipulated events and caused everything bad that's happening to us. Maybe sifting through all the findings. Pressure to refunds. Industries globalized leading research us. Pro-human activists raid cyber factory, take hostage this August 2nd. 6 months of an attack has been directly against the biotechnology firm. Taiyang Medical continues global expansion. The Shanghai-based augmentation developer increased its markets by 7.3 this week by purchasing yet another human implant firm. augmentation riots erupted worldwide. Violence began after Picus News released grainy satellite footage of scientists performing torturous experiments on augmented super soldiers. It gets tired of me trying to read all these. Disturbances to potentially lethal defects. Mechanically enhanced people are urged to visit their local room clinics immediately. Key players to tour Panacea hold augmentation debate, hoping to end the growing controversy. Billionaire Hugh Darrow has invited high-ranking government officials and key players in the human enhancement field to the Arctic. Key players to tour Panacea hold augmentation debate, hoping to end the growing controversy. Billionaire Hugh Darrow has invited high-ranking government officials and key players in the human enhancement fields to Arctic. See? Oh wait, no, it was Alaska that he was found in. Chaos reigns globally as augmenteds go insane all at once. Augmented individuals around the world went crazy, attacking, killing everything in sight, just as Darrow's broadcasted. Welcome speech began. Recovery hopes against global death toll amounts. Densely populated, augmentation-friendly cities have suffered the most, although the damage has not been confided completely to them. World's number one augmented private hard hit by a target act in variety of the local and international laws. Every industry joined many of its competitors by closing its doors today. UN report predicts rise in terrorism, calls for Interpol task force to counter it. To cope with rising violence and racism against dogs, governments all over the world are enacting harsh laws, but these laws will in fact only encourage more acts of terrorism. If you're reading this, Brayton, it means you got our little welcome package. Good. Now you know what marks to leave. If you need to get in touch, memorize those sites, but use them sparingly. Got up using 2 refugees. The pilot you contacted using there once before. Spanish guerrilla which died on Detroit. She's solid, trustworthy, and very capable. We're getting false papers and a job of beloved. The dev of Global. Figured you might need someone permanent watching your back. Miss Britton, I know you still don't trust us, but we know the TF is tied to our enemies' activities. Find out how, and we'll bring them down together just like we did with Bell Tower. I do want to download that. Freaking me out, like up to 4 people were watching it. I was like, whoa. You're the one that pointed this game out. I've never even heard of it before. It is awesome. I loved it. But that beginning, that's not the same beginning. I didn't know I could save side. And the airplane, because I went all around it just like I did. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't figure out how to keep it grounded. And I didn't see the stuff come down. And then the thing got me. To all watching, I am sorry, but I'm gonna go outside real quick. I know, but there was 3 viewers, you, some 15 other people. Because she has me as 2. This candy must be from last year. I wonder. Register for the Square Enix membership to redeem Square Enix webcode, and it also has its own app. Same time, oh no. Oh, we have registration card. This is the Tomb Raider on the inside of that. Get the whole Praxis Praxis kit. It's kind of cool. I'll probably play it again. Be kind of cool to have different outfits and like change how the bodies armored up. Pretty cool too. Like get the packages one that's gold and black, but I don't like that. I can do it. I wish you were here.
Open blinds.
It's crazy you can actually survive and live here.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarah.
Dark market deliveries to my house. All dark mode. And medically upstairs. Crystal floors and houses lounge.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but what happened in Prague yesterday. Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. There wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life. Because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Augs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
As you wish.
Not bad. Do I want all of these? No. No, because the handgun's always the last resort. Everything's out of bullets. At least to mine. I think I switched everything. The beginning prices. Wait now. Last time I almost left the house with nothing on it. But I didn't see where you could put clothes on. I just realized he might be naked. We have no clue.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now.
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Are you sure? I do not think that sounds right.
Yes, we stand.
The police treat all augmented people as though we were monsters and criminals.
The dawn of a new age.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
I always thought they were like fish that hang around the air.
No, this church isn't like that at all. At least from what I've read in their literature. Who needs no evil?
That's for me to find out. Hold still.
That's very interesting.
Don't forget about your permit authentication.
Doc Larry! Show me latest papers. Otherwise you cannot go through here.
I know the drill.
The drill has changed. Too many forgeries. All AUGs must now carry a supplementary permit authentication card. Do you have this card?
Must have left it in my other coat.
You expect me to believe that?
I expect you to believe that my docs are up to date.
I wish it was that simple. Unfortunately, brand new measures just got implemented. If you try to continue this way without latest permit, I am legally obliged to shoot you.
Is that right?
My friend, I know what you're thinking. It's terrible the way they make laws against your kind. But listen, maybe I can do something to help. We could come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
Lucky for you, I know a guy. An expert in permitification. A document agent. He offers permits, authentication cards. Peace of mind. With his help, you go wherever you want, whenever you want. No more hassles. What do you say?
This document agent you mentioned, is he the one in charge? He gets you to stop AUGs and offer them this opportunity to do business with him.
Go see for yourself. My friend has documents to pass checkpoints, to keep police off your back, to get into parts of Prague you never knew existed. Tell him Drahomir sent you. You'll see. I give you address, yes?
All right, give me the address. I think I'd like to see who's behind all this.
Chekashka. There is a courtyard behind the apartment building. Very easy to find. My friend will be there. He will get you latest permit card. Just pay him and don't Ask questions.
Think maybe someone died wearing these uniforms?
Don't blow your cover.
With a pretty good skin.
We should double the price. Bomb tax.
I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now?
We got this.
Stupid plagues.
Where did he even find these uniforms? They smell.
Don't blow your cover.
Don't forget about your permit authentication card. Would hate to be caught without one of those. Talk to Drahomir.
Did something happen?
Try to look professional.
I'm serious. I saw him last night, out behind the...
You need to see Drahomir first. I don't handle new customers.
You looking for permit?
I was stopped by someone named Drahomir at a checkpoint. He sent me here. Apparently you help Augs with documentation, upgrade their permits.
You have the money?
Maybe. You want to tell me what I'm paying for exactly?
You pay to get your name on the list. Melina upstairs, she works on your shiny new permit. You come back in 1 week to pick it up. Standard pickup fee will apply.
How much do you charge people for this?
Not people. Augs. 35,000 credits.
You're not even trying, are you? You just blatantly scam Augs out of as much as you can.
You want updated permit or not? Documents are actually pretty good. You'll see. Trust me, the girl is very talented.
These documents, what are they? Stolen? Forged? Invisible?
Look, just give me what you have, and I'll put your name on the list. That's how it works. Melina does surprisingly good work. Puts more effort in than we ask her to.
That's the one right there.
I think I've heard all I need to about your offer, and about your friend upstairs. I'm gonna try my chances without the papers for now.
Suit yourself. Only a matter of time before they come knocking at night.
This area is restricted to you, Orb. Your kind is not tolerated.
Say something?
Why is there gunfire? Fuck! I don't see him!
It's what I thought was wrong.
If you... Please, don't shoot me.
You want to tell me what's going on here?
Arts and crafts?
I think you work for those scam artists out there. Or do they work for you?
It was never meant to be a scam. More like social services for the disaffected. You know, like no OG left behind.
Looks like a forgery ring to me.
I hate the word forgery. I prefer graphic arts activism. I help people to be other people. And seriously, try getting anywhere with forgery on your resume.
You're involved in something that takes advantage of people, and you're worried about your resume?
That may have come out wrong. I mean, yes, career is important, but it's not everything. I know that. I tend to get really nervous when I'm stressed. I'm stressed when... which always just makes things worse. Oh, okay, look. I have no reason to be nervous here, do I? You're totally on my side, right? One of the good guys. Not like Drahomir.
I want to be there.
I'm not here to make you nervous. I just need you to explain it to me. The essentials of what's been going on here.
Essentials. Right. Essentially, I was trying to help my augmented friends.
The way I saw it out there, the promise of fake documents was being used to extort people. How does that help them?
The extortion part sucks. I swear to you, I'm totally anti-extortion.
Obviously.
Let me explain better. The government, they print up these official permits each month, but they only sell them to the rich corporate and military allies. Meanwhile, the other OGs, they get cattled out of the city because their documents aren't up to date enough. That's what was happening to my friends.
Government corruption versus organized crime. And regular people get caught in the middle. You gotta love the classics.
When it was just me, I didn't charge anyone. But then Drahomir shows up and turns it into this big operation with fake checkpoints and ridiculous fees. I didn't want anything to do with that. I wanted to stop.
Why didn't you?
I was scared. Drahomir said he would kill me. Looked at me kind of like you're looking at me now. You're not going to kill me, are you?
What do you think?
I'm not sure yet. Look, the real problem is Drahomir and that checkpoint of his. Without him in the picture, the rest of them couldn't run a lemonade stand. Maybe you could... you know...
You think I just walk around shooting people?
Don't you?
I like knowing there are other options.
Okay, so stab him, scare him, or get the police to do their job for once. I remember Drahomir mentioning this cop who threatened him. She was hanging around his checkpoint. Who knows? Maybe there really is one good cop in Prague.
That sounds like the safest bet. Otherwise, you're asking me to pick a fight with a bunch of guys in uniforms. Scam artists or not.
The whole city would come down on you. Still, up to you how you want to handle it.
Right. And just so we're clear, you are going to stop forging documents now.
I don't like getting into trouble. And even worse is other people suffering because of me. No more faking documents ever again. Unless someone really needed one. Then I'd probably do it. I mean, if we knew for a fact that we could help someone. We should do whatever we can, right?
It depends what you have in mind.
The docs I make, they really can fool the authorities. Sort of.
Sort of.
Drahomir flooded the streets with forgeries. So the city started tracking more, adding scanners, validation numbers. Now, unless one of my permits gets activated in the city database, it's just plastic.
So you're telling me these people pay for forgeries and then probably get deported anyway?
It doesn't have to be that way. I have 2 permits that I literally just made. And I think we can really help these people. If you're willing.
Alright, how do we help?
Their names are Edward Broad and Irenka Bauer. Drahomir was going to charge them like 20 more times. But maybe you could just give them the forgeries? Early Christmas present?
You said it's just plastic, that people get deported anyway. How does this help them?
I think I know how to get them activated. As long as you're willing to follow through.
Alright. I'll go meet Edward and Irenka. In the meantime, are you going to be okay here?
Once they learn that Drahomir's been taken care of, the others will leave me alone. He's the one I'm scared of.
We've already taken care of the guys outside. They won't be a problem.
Thank you. As mysterious military types go, you're pretty neat, I guess. By the way, there is a safe over there where they keep their money. I'll give you the code. 2489. Feel free to help yourself.
What about you?
Way ahead of you.
I was talking about some serious shit. So let's keep going. First of all, let me get this out of the way.
About this Task Force 29 division lately. The one Interpol created in 28 after that quote-unquote horrifying breakdown of cooperation between the intelligence gathering organizations worldwide. Not like we were expecting to, of course. I mean, it's not like they could come out and say, we've created a special intelligence force that's
It's like an obstacle course, getting past the human trash on the streets.
I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood to talk to some stranger.
You should mind your own business.
Not now. What do you want? You've never seen someone with nothing?
People think I'm a stupid bum. I have a degree in art history. Just because Dragomir looks like a cop doesn't mean he's a real cop.
He showed me his credentials. They look pretty real to me.
Bullshit. The guy's a scam artist. Everyone knows it.
If you ever find proof of this, I'm with you. You know that.
Away from here, Ugg. You want to blow something
Here
up?
we go.
Blow yourselves up.
Not from here, are you?
What gives it away?
You just walked up to a police officer. And I have this funny feeling you expect something good to come out of it.
About the repression in the city.
Look, I have nothing against your kind, okay? Personally, I mean. But I am on the front lines of a police state.
I am a child of my moment in history.
Sounds awfully abstract for a cop.
To be competent, I have to be complicit. My way of being okay with that is to be abstract. I don't drag human beings from their homes. I drag historical outliers. I don't shoot into unarmed crowds. I fulfill the will of history.
You mean the will of those in power?
Same difference.
I used to be a cop, for what it's worth.
Let me guess, not in Prague. And not since the incident.
In America. Detroit, a long time ago.
I envy you. I look forward to the day that I can say I used to be a cop. A long time ago.
That bad?
If I could do it again, I would be a fireman. No one looks into a fire and thinks, shit, does this one really deserve it? You can just follow orders and feel good about it.
I recently got stopped at a fake checkpoint. Heard there was a cop around here who might know what I'm talking about.
Draumir, he's a slippery fuck. Pays off all the right people. Provides all these bullshit documents that prove he's legit. Regional inspector, my ass. I'm putting a file together.
A file? This guy's dressing up like a cop and harassing Augs in the street.
Sounds like 90% of the people I work with. Listen. The right amount of coin in the right kind of pocket, fancy-looking paperwork, those things go a long way in this city. Especially if the perception is that he's not really doing anything wrong. Just giving Augs a hard time.
There's more to it than that.
That's exactly what I think. Why don't you fill me in? What's Drahomir been up to behind my back?
There was a girl named Elena. The way she tells it, she was forced at gunpoint to work for Drahomir. They kept her in a little room and made her forge documents for them.
Why didn't she go to the police?
She was scared. A lot of people are scared.
Yeah, of course they are. Prague's going to hell. The bad cops don't care and the good ones are too busy filling out forms. Fuck it. Drahomir's been pulling this shit for long enough and I'm sick of being told to ignore it. Official police business now. Stay out of it.
There is a shooting!
I never saw him. He was never here.
Where did that come from? Getting out of here!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not gonna be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
Access granted.
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not going to be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
How are you?
Something is out there. I know it.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices. Teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka's not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Gollum City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even...
There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Gollum just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Been dead a long, long time. Our own... We're trying to repeat what we want.
If you're eating in the chicken foot, order carefully. Your life may
I
depend
am
on it.
officially a vegetarian.
You're looking for Vaclav, aren't you? I can tell. You'd better be careful. Bunch of Dvali thugs have taken an interest in him. Dvali bastards are not letting anyone near Collar's shop. I don't know what he did, but I hope he's all right. Dvali bastards are not letting anyone near Collar's shop. I don't know what he did, but I hope
Idiots. Everywhere. Heard something.
What is this now? We will leave your body for the rats!
Not going to work.
Stay low! We don't know what he can do! Keep shooting! You're not even giving. Yep. Right to brag about!
Milena, I've got an update on your friend Drahomir.
I've seen Drahomir pretend to be many things. My friend was never one of them.
It's been taken care of. He's not going to be a problem anymore.
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents...
We were...
Are you a... I'll take care of the activation. Just...
Thank God. I don't know how you did it, but I'm glad you did. Listen, if you ever need documents for something...
I'll be fine. Thanks.
He's been dead a long, long, long...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
My dog shoots better than you do. Get it over with! Какого хуя?
Access granted.
You hear it?
Let's go. Who left their fucking thing? Quality control the system. You know this.
Love you. Good night.